Higgins for three. You betcha.
The pass to Miller outside three. Good.
Big block by Olsen.
Fryer in the paint. Now to Holzer. Left corner three. Bang! Bang! Oh!
Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Good evening, folks, and welcome to Pine River-Backus High School, the site of this edition of high school boys basketball on your live event. Tonight, we have a couple of Northland Conference teams going head-to-head, as it'll be the Red Lake Warriors taking on the Pine River-Backus Tigers. Hi again, everyone. I'm Sam Parsons, and it is a pleasure to be with you here tonight, as always. On the visitor side, the Red Lake Warriors come into this one with an 8-13 record on the season. They are right off the heels of a game last night that saw them fall to Goodridge Griglia, 87-61, and tonight is their third game of this week out of 4. As they braved the elements to play Clearbrook Godvic on Tuesday, they are hoping to wrap up a busy week in strong fashion tonight. For the home Pine River-Backus Tigers, it is a different story for them. They are over a week removed from their most recent game, which took place last Thursday. It was a big win over rival Walker Hackensack Akeley, 82-49. That improved their record to 10-13 this season, with 3 games left on their regular season schedule, and all of them being winnable. The last chance for the Tigers to head into the playoffs with a 500 record begins tonight with round 2 against the Warriors. Folks, we are live on video stream courtesy of yourliveevent.com. Thank you so much for joining me for what should be another entertaining game of high school basketball. Coming up, we are going to be hearing from Coach Jordan Ackerman of PRB for our Station 371 pregame show, as I was able to catch up with him earlier today. Unfortunately, I was unable to reach Coach Nolan Desjardins of Red Lake, but we will be talking about their season in greater depth in due time. It is Pine River-Backus versus Red Lake on yourliveevent.com.
Bowl Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria serves the best pizza in the Lakes area, or feast on burgers, great appetizers, huge calzones, hoagies, and wings. They invite you to bring the whole family in for a great time. Open bowling offered 7 days a week. Ask about joining a league. Moonlight bowling is every Saturday evening. Ask about group rates, birthday parties, and other specials at Community Bowl and Pizzeria, downtown Pine River. 218-587-3100.
Country Doc Veterinary Clinic in Pine River is proud to support radio coverage of our area athletes. No matter the sport, they salute the kids and coaches for all their dedication and wish them all the best of luck. Country Doc Veterinary Clinic thanks all the coaches, staff, and volunteers for taking the time to provide our area kids plenty of opportunities. Country Doc Veterinary Clinic is located east of Pine River on County Road 1, providing compassionate small animal care for your beloved pets.
Back with you here for our Station 371 pregame show. We are now joined by Jordan Ackerman, coach of the Pine River-Backus Tigers. Jordan, good morning to you. Thank you for your time here.
Morning, Sam. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you as well. And just to start, Jordan, let's take a minute to revisit that Walker game from last Thursday, or the last game that you guys had a little over a week ago now. I know every PRB sports team likes to beat Walker and everything. Last week, of course, was no exception. But what were your main takeaways from that game?
Yeah, it feels like forever ago that we played, but we had our snow day and a couple, they gave them an off day after that. So it's been a long time since I thought about it. But no, I thought the boys played really well. They executed on offense really at a high level, really pushed in transition. Jared Hamilton had an outstanding game, which was really fun to see him take that step forward. That was one big takeaway is, him continuing to be aggressive helps us be the best team we can be. So hoping he can continue that success, can have that attack mentality tonight versus Red Lake, and that really opens up the floor for Brady, Irvin, Andrew, and Ryan to get easier looks. So that was probably the biggest takeaway I had, is just how our offense was different when he was in attack mode, and hoping we can continue that tonight and he can continue to be confident.
Yeah, absolutely. And now it's, again, been a little over a week since that game, and I know that you haven't spent all that time practicing with, like you said, that snow day, the weather shutting down pretty much all after-school activities for a little bit there. But still, with that extra practice time you got, I also just wanted to ask, at this point in the season, with the playoffs right around the corner, what are the things that you are working on in practice?
Well, now we're kind of looking situationally of who we're playing, what's next. Also starting to think about playoff matchups and how we need to defend certain teams. It's not set in stone, but there's a few teams that I'm kind of looking at, for our first round of playoffs, and kind of start working some of those systems, mostly just defensive tweaks and how we're going to guard things. So kind of start working on that ahead of time so it's not cramming it in right before the playoff game. But also, we like this week, we kind of are expecting Red Lake to come with a 2-3 zone. So we worked a lot of zone offensive stuff into our last few practices, a few little defensive things that we need to tighten up, and kind of just looking at the next game, but also looking ahead to where we can start adding a few things in to hopefully help our success in the postseason.
So, yeah, you said it. We got Red Lake tonight, round 2 of a conference matchup. You got the win over them exactly a month ago now. Historically, this has been a bit of a back-and-forth matchup. What went right for you guys that first time around that you'll be trying to replicate this time?
Yeah, I think our first half, in the first game, we played okay. I think we went into halftime down 2 or something like that. We played okay, and then in the second half, I think our athleticism really took over. We got out and pressed them and then created some turnovers. We got a lot of transition buckets off of those turnovers. So hopefully we can build off of that today, having a good first half and then really turning it on in the second half defensively. And, hopefully we can create an advantage. But they're a good team, well coached. You never know. They always have players that can come off the bench and be a threat to score. So always a concern there playing Red Lake is, who's going to be the next man up scoring-wise for them.
Absolutely. Jordan Ackerman, coach of the PRB Tigers, joining us for our Station 371 pregame show. Jordan, as always, appreciate your time with this, and best of luck to you guys against the Warriors.
Thanks for covering tonight, Sam.
It's pregame for Northland Conference basketball as the Pine River-Backus Tigers are set to take on the Red Lake Warriors tonight. Coming up, we will be wrapping up our Station 371 pregame show by looking into this matchup on paper, talking about keys to the game, and eventually getting to the start of the action. That is all coming up on YourLiveEvent.com.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Pierce, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
This is Jim Berkemeyer, owner of R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Together with Bernie, we're inviting you to join us on a tour of Victoria, Vancouver, and the Canadian Rockies, July 14th through 23rd. On this tour, we'll visit historic Victoria, tour the breathtaking Butchert Gardens, and experience the stunning scenery of the Canadian Rockies via rails train. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ. Learn more about this tour and watch the travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure. Remember the keyword RJ.
Coming.
And welcome back to Pine River-Backus High School. Sam Parsons with you here as we continue on with our Station 371 pregame show. We just heard our pregame chat with Coach Jordan Ackerman of the PRB Tigers. Once again, a big thank you to him, as always, for joining me and just chatting about what's to come here tonight. That was earlier today. We had that chat, and this might be the last game that I have for PRB this winter season. So if it is, just one more time, a big thank you to Coach Ackerman and everybody here at PRB who have helped me get these games on the airwaves for you folks at home. Been a pleasure all along. And now that I'm stepping off my soapbox, we can take a look at this game on paper. And it looks like a pretty even matchup on paper. We'll start with the visiting Red Lake Warriors, who come into this game 8-13, again coached by Nolan Desjardins. They were last in action just last night, falling to Goodridge Grigla, 87-61. They also played on Tuesday when many teams in our area did not. They got a close win over Clearbrook-Gonvick, 75-73. I guess that up in the northwest they weren't quite as hammered with the snow as much as we were. On the season, Red Lake is scoring 62.7 points per game, allowing 72.1 as a team. For PRB, coached by Jordan Ackerman in year 2 under Coach Ackerman, they are 10-13 entering play tonight. Tigers have not played in a little over a week now, as I mentioned earlier. The weather moved stuff around, of course, and that last game was last Thursday, in which they headed up the highway to Walker Hackensack Akeley and beat the Wolves 82-49. It was Jared Hamilton who led the Tigers with a career-high 24 points, and he was one of 5 double-digit scorers for PRB in that game, which also saw Irvin Tulenchik tally 15 points. Brady Bristow had 13, Andrew Bukers had 11, and Ryan Struess put up 10. But Jared Hamilton was the guy that Coach Ackerman really singled out in our pregame chat as, you know, he really exploded in that Walker Hackensack Akeley game, and that is something that is great to see for a player who's really grown a lot from what I've watched when I've watched him over the last couple of years. Been really fun to see. As far as the PRB team as a team, scoring-wise this season, they're scoring 59.8 points per game, just a shade under 60 even, allowing 62.6 points per game as a team. As far as the history of this Northland Conference matchup goes, it's round 2 this season. As I've mentioned before, PRB got the better of Red Lake the first time around, getting the win at their place exactly a month ago. It was January 25th. 78-54 was the score of that game. It was Brady Bristow who led the Tigers in scoring with 18 points, followed closely by Jared Hamilton, who put up 17, and Ryan Struess contributing 14. Red Lake played PRB close in that first half. It was a pretty accurate description that Coach Ackerman gave us. I believe it was 29-28 that Red Lake actually had the lead after one half of play, but then PRB really got hot and really got going in that second half, scoring over 40 points, and they just kind of took off and really ran away with it. And anytime you trail by 1 heading into the halftime break and then you win by 24, you know that you had a pretty enormous second half. And so that was some good stuff back in January. Prior to last month's game, however, Red Lake had won 4 matchups in a row against PRB, and in the last 15 matchups between these two teams, Red Lake is 10-5. So the recent matchup history generally favors them, and, you know, this season they've been struggling a little bit, but I think that that fact kind of leads me to believe that this is a pretty even matchup, and I'm actually excited for this Northland Conference game tonight. Just taking a look at the keys to, or what I think will be the keys to the game tonight for PRB, I think it's how they will approach Red Lake defensively. This is a very high-scoring offense for Red Lake. I think that Red Lake overall through this season, they've kind of had a tendency to get in shootouts with teams. They score a lot of points. They also give up a lot of points. PRB's offense has done very well, I think, since the holiday break. Since they've come back, they've really boosted that scoring output a lot. So I'm not quite worried about that. I think that defensively they really need to be disciplined and shut down those passing lanes. For Red Lake, conversely, I think that the key for them is passing. You know, this defense for PRB really likes to switch things up. Coach Ackerman is a big fan of, you know, getting his kids to be able to play any kind of defense that they need to play in order to win. And so for Red Lake, if they're just able to execute their passes no matter what defense Coach Ackerman and this PRB team throws at them, then they're going to be in good shape and they'll be able to put up one of their routinely high scoring outputs this season. They've, like I said, been able to have some really nice offensive explosive offensive games, and we'll see if that happens tonight. Folks, this has been your Station 371 pregame show, and a big thank you to Station 371 for sponsoring us tonight. You can restock on food, fuel, and bait at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, and is the only area fuel station with kerosene and off-road diesel. Station 371 in Pine River. All right, with just about a half a minute to go before they play the national anthem, I think we'll step aside, take a quick break, and then when we come back, we will be getting to the announcement of the starting lineups and then the first tip for tonight's game between the Pine River-Backus Tigers and the Red Lake Warriors. That's all coming up here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Through the 25th at Brainerd International Raceway, the Midwest Premier Country and Rock Festival. Lakes Jam presented by R&J Broadcasting. Hear John Party, Tesla, Gabby Barrett, Warrant, Kicks, Mark Wills, and more. It's more than a music festival with watercross, drifting, poker tourneys, lawnmower racing, and more. For tickets and more information, visit lakesjam.com.
At R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, we aspire to provide the best in local sports coverage for our area teams. Listen to our Wake the Lakes morning show for local news, weather, and sports every weekday morning from 6 to 9. If you're enjoying the video coverage for the PRB Tigers, thank the sponsoring businesses you see advertising. They make it possible. If you're a business owner and want to reach our viewers and listeners, go to YourLiveEvent.com and click Advertise. That's YourLiveEvent.com. Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River, Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community, making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. PRBschools.org.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
And we're back at Pine River-Backus High School in the Performance Gym. Sam Parsons with you here as we are ready to get the ball rolling tonight. They just played the national anthem out there on the floor, and they are about to announce the starting lineup, so we will do the same for you here on a video stream. And we will start with the visiting Red Lake Warriors. Starting for the Warriors, they have junior number 3, Cade Bolio. Senior number 12, Justice Eisman. Sophomore number 21, Gerald Kingbird. Senior number 22, Bruce Taylor. And junior number 44, Justin Brown. For the PRB Tigers, their starting lineup tonight is as follows. They have 5'7", junior guard number 2, Irvin Tulinchik. 6 foot senior guard number 4, Brady Bristow. 5'11", junior guard number 23, Jared Hamilton. 6'3" forward, sophomore number 24, Andrew Bukers. And 6'3" junior post player, number 40, Ryan Struess. As we're just about ready to get started tonight, it looks like it is going to be Justin Brown going up against Jared Hamilton for the opening tip between the PRB Tigers and the Red Lake Warriors. Both of these teams hungry to try to set themselves up for some postseason success with the regular season winding down. Tip is won by the Tigers. Hamilton, though, sent it into Red Lake territory, and coming up with it is Justice Eisman, and Red Lake will get the first go at it offensively here as they pass it to Bolio, working to his left. He hands off. Here's Taylor. He gives it. Kingbird stepping up, getting by Hamilton. He kicks it out to Bolio, right side. Now Bolio sending it across the way back to Taylor. Taylor gets the ball stolen. Nice play that time by Andrew Bukers. Bukers hurrying up the court. Lays it in with no contest. 2 points for Andrew Bukers to get us going on your North Point Realty scoreboard. 2-0 Tigers. And now a deep three, this time by Gerald Kingbird to answer right away. Red Lake takes the lead. It's 3-2. Now Hamilton wide open, tries a three of his own. Not going to fall. And it goes into the hands of Brown. Now hurrying up the court here is Eisman. Iceman with a floater. Can't get it to go. Rebounding it here is Bristow. Now Bristow, 1-on-2. Snaps up. Off the glass, no good. Collects his own rebound, and now a turnaround. Not going again, and that's going to get rebounded that time by the Warriors. It's Kingbird. Up the right side. Kingbird getting by Hamilton. Floater for Kingbird. Swish. Gerald Kingbird has all 5 points now for Red Lake. It's 5-2 on your North Point Realty scoreboard. Here's Tulinchik. 2-3 zone for Red Lake. That was what Coach Ackerman said they were looking for all night tonight. No look pass from Bristow to Hamilton. They kick it out. Here's Tulinchik for 3. Not going to fall. It's going to hit off the heel, but Tulinchik able to run over for his own rebound. Now Hamilton on the right wing. Tulinchik again. Looking to pass. He finds Bristow. Now Tulinchik, top of the key, quick pass. Struess will kick it out. Wrapping it around. Here's Bristow for 3. That's off the iron. And it goes out of bounds. And they will say that Hamilton was the last one to touch it there. PRB slow start shooting-wise here, but still very early. Just 2 minutes into this game. Kingbird will take it up the floor now for the Warriors. He passes left side here to Iceman. Iceman to Bolio on the right side. Bolio passes to Kingbird. Here's Kingbird for 3. Swish! Gerald Kingbird is the hot hand early, and it's now 8-2 Red Lake with a 6-point lead over Pine River-Backus. Tulinchik taking it up the floor for the Tigers. Bristow going to travel with it after receiving the pass from Tulinchik, and that'll turn the ball back over to Red Lake. So Warriors establishing the upper hand early. We'll see if they keep that going, as Bolio will inbound it here to Kingbird. And Gerald Kingbird into the front court. Stops up for 3 again. Not going to fall. Off to the right side. It's rebounded by Bristow. To the left, Tulinchik threads the needle with the pass down to Struess, and Struess is going to take a foul that time. Looks like Justin Brown was the guilty party. What a pass that time by Irvin Tulinchik. And indeed, Brown commits the first foul of this game for either team. We'll see Ryan Struess now shooting 2 free throws. First one is knocked down. Second of 2 for Struess is going to rattle in. So a 2-for-2 trip will make it an 8-4 ball game. Kingbird strolling up the court with it. He passes to Iceman. It's Andrew Buchers on him defensively. He gets the ball away, but Iceman comes back up with it. And now Tulinchik is the one that swipes that one out. And that's going to be a turnover. They'll say that one was off the foot of Iceman and went out of bounds. So PRB generates the turnover, and they have a chance to eat into this lead a little bit further, with Jared Hamilton taking it up the floor now. Passes to Bristow. Bristow finds Tulinchik. Back to him. Thought about the 3, didn't take it. Now back down low to Struess, who kicks it out. Hamilton not going to take the 3. Down low, Andrew Buchers takes a foul. And now he's back to the line. They call that one on Bruce Taylor for his first personal foul, second team foul of the half for Red Lake in the early going. Now Buchers with his first 2 free throws of the night. First one is going to bounce off the rim and in for 1 point. Second of 2 on the way. And it falls. PRB 4 for 4 from the line with those 2 fouls. Making the most of those opportunities. It's 8-6 now. Here's Bolio for Red Lake. Working to his right. Stolen here by Jared Hamilton. Hamilton rushing up the floor, takes a foul. The shot's not going to go, but Jared Hamilton heading back to the line. More Tiger free throws on the way, as that one was pretty obvious for Gerald Kingbird, swatting at Hamilton's hands. And now Jared Hamilton with his first free throw chances. PRB as a team, 4 for 4, and you can make that 5 for 5. Now Hamilton can tie this thing up if he makes the second of 2. Here it is. Doesn't go. It was rebounded by Brown. Now Bolio into the front court. He passes Iceman. Down low for Brown. Backing down Struess. He puts it up. Doesn't fall. It's rebounded by Bristow. Bristow heaves one up to Tulinchik. Now Hamilton gives it up to Struess. Nice pass, Struess. More second chance opportunities, takes another foul. And he is back to the line, unless they say that he wasn't quite in the act of shooting that time, which I would be surprised. Yeah, it looks like he's heading to the line. Or no. They'll have Irvin Tulinchik inbound it from the baseline, as that was not a foul. I'm actually not sure what the call was, but either way, it's still PRB ball. Tulinchik passes to Struess. Now Bristow. Left side. Good help side defense that time from Bolio. But now Bristow tries a three. Bang! Brady Bristow drains a three-pointer to take the lead. It's 10-8 now. Tigers up by 2. Brown at the elbow. He kicks it out. Kingbird for 2. Ties it up. Nice shot by Gerald Kingbird, who now has all 10 points for Red Lake. And now down low, Andrew Buchers right away going to get a quick answer. 2 more points for the Tigers to take the lead. It's now 12-10. Back and forth we go. Bolio almost stolen that time by Tulinchik, but it's Kingbird who comes up with it. And now heading to his right, it's Iceman. He steps back to the logo. Man-to-man defense for PRB. A pass down low to Brown. He's backing down Struess. Struess staying with him. Swats the ball away and into the hands of Brady Bristow. Bristow hustling up the floor. Gives it up. Buchers passes back to him. And Bristow looks like he's going to take a foul. Don't think that they're going to give the shot to him, though. Nope. It was Justice Iceman, the guilty party that time, for the 4th team foul of the half for Red Lake. And we'll see Irvin Tulinchik inbounded here, as it looks like Jared Hamilton is subbing out. Robert Buchers is in the game. Bruce Taylor is out now for Red Lake as they bring in Jack Brown. Pass down low to Struess. Wide open is Bristow for 3. Not going to fall, though. Off the rim. It's rebounded by Brown. Now heaving it up is Kingbird. Here's Iceman. Stepping back out. Iceman finds Bolio for 3. Not going. And that's going to go out of bounds. We'll see PRB inbound it from the baseline here as they're up 12-10. 12:38 to go here in half number 1. We've had a pretty entertaining game in the early going so far. Tulinchik here up the left side. Stopping up. Passes to Bristow. Down low to the baseline. They get it to Struess. He kicks it back out. Tigers trying to find an opening here in the 2-3 zone as they get it to Buchers. Buchers to Robert Buchers. Andrew to Robert. Back to Andrew here from Tulinchik. Still good defense here for Red Lake, but now Bristow pops open. Down low to Struess. Quick passing. Bristow thought about the 3. Now stops up the elbow for 2. Misses short. Getting the rebound, though, Robert Buchers. Now into the hands of Struess, and Struess banks it in. Ryan Struess with 4 points now for PRB, and it's 14-10. Kingbird trying to get by Tulinchik. Almost travels. Doesn't do it, though. And now he drives in. Laying it up. No good. Ball bouncing around, and coming up with it is Struess. Struess taking it himself. Passes to Tulinchik. Layup for Tulinchik is good. And we're going to get a timeout taken by the Red Lake bench. It was Nolan Desjardins calling the timeout there, and with 11.5 minutes to go in the first half, we'll take a break. PRB up 16-10 on Red Lake. We'll be back after this.
Schrupp Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Schrupp Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basements, septic system design and installation, stump or brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 37 years and still digging it right. Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time, serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC, online at schruppexcavating.com.
PRB started the game down 8-2, and they have since embarked on a 14-2 run. We'll see if they keep the good times rolling out of the break here, as it's Kingbird into the front court for Red Lake. He passes Bolio. This time he finds Jack Brown. Now a pass stolen. Bristow with it. He's at the left side, taking it one-on-one with Brown. Off the glass. He's got 2. 2 more for Bristow. He's got 5 now for the PRB Tigers on the night, and it's 18-10. Bolio with a good catch. Floater, no good. Trying to get the rebound there was Justin Brown, and they do get it. Red Lake does. Kingbird driving in. No look pass to Brown. Wasn't ready for it, but able to save it. Now Bolio fires across the way to Kingbird for three. Buries it. Gerald Kingbird still has every point so far for Red Lake. 13 points, all of them from Gerald Kingbird. And now on the right side, it's Andrew Buchers for PRB. Pump fakes the three to his left. He'll pass to Hamilton, back in the game. Now down low, they find Struess. Struess back to Bristow, who thought about the three, didn't take it. He'll pass this one away to Andrew Buchers. Now, right side, it's Hamilton. Hamilton taking it in. Finds an open Buchers. He misses the shot, trying to get his own rebound. Ball bouncing around, and now it's into the hands of Cade Bolio. Bolio rushes it up. Iceman blocked. What a play that time by Ryan Struess to hustle back and make the defensive play. It does go out of bounds, so Red Lake will stay on offense. But great hustle play that time by Ryan Struess. You'll love to see it, and he's going to sub out. Take a quick break as they bring in Irvin Tulinchik back into the game. From the baseline, Gerald Kingbird to inbound it here. Gets it into Bolio in the corner. Bolio around the horn here. And it looks like we're going to get a foul on the PRB defense. They call it on Irvin Tulinchik. First foul of the half for the Tigers as a team. They managed to go 8 minutes perfectly clean. Love to see the discipline out the gate. Here's Kingbird passing. Left side, Jack Brown. Back to Kingbird for three. No good. That's going to go out of bounds. We'll see PRB take back over on offense, up by 5, 18-13 on your North Point Realty scoreboard. Tulinchik crosses the half-court line. Works to his right. Still 2-3 zone for Red Lake, tried and true. And now Bristow pops open for three. No good. Hamilton gets the rebound, though. Good play. Now he tries the putback, takes a foul. Shot's not going to count for Buchers, who put it back in. They call the foul on Gordon Thompson, who's now in the game for Red Lake. So it's Jared Hamilton at the line, ready to shoot two. He was 1 for 2 in his first trip. He's 1 for 1 now. As Brady Bristow and Andrew Buchers will sub out for the Tigers. Ryan Struess is back in the game, and Burke Netland is in the game for the first time. Hamilton second, swish. He's now 3 for 4. 20-13 is your score. Kingbird passes left side here to Thompson. And a stoppage of play. Whistle was blown by the official on the baseline. I didn't see the signal. I think that it's still going to be Red Lake ball here. Actually, not sure what the issue was there, but no harm, no foul. Literally speaking, there was no foul on the play. As it's inbounded, Kingbird across the way. They get it to Thompson. Thompson with the floater. That's going to miss off the heel. Rebounded there by Buchers. Robert will pass this one to Ryan. Ryan Struess looking for Tulinchik. Finds him. What's Tulinchik going to do? He steps back near half court and gives it up to Hamilton. Now Struess on the baseline. Tigers still showing some good ball movement. They've done a really good job passing in the early going. As now Struess at the elbow. Back to Tulinchik. Get it to Netland now. Netland finds Robert Buchers on the baseline, and now back to Netland. Tigers still trying to find an opening. Now it's Hamilton who's open. He works to his right. Nice pass, but it's going to be stolen. Nice play defensively by Red Lake, and now Thompson lays it up and in for two. First points by Red Lake that were scored by anybody other than Gerald Kingbird, and now it's 20-15. Hamilton to Netland, right side on the wing. He passes to Buchers. Back to Netland. He tries a pass for Struess. That's going to get stolen. Another good play by that 2-3 zone defense for Red Lake. Kingbird gives it up to Bolio. Bolio back to him. Kingbird. He's going to take a foul from Hamilton. Yes, that was Hamilton. First foul of the game for Jared Hamilton. Second team foul of the half for PRB with an even 8 minutes to go in half number 1. They're up by 5. Here's Kingbird passing to Bolio. Cade Bolio, the junior, gets it away here to Iceman. And now a three-pointer. Not good that time from Jack Brown, and it's rebounded by the Tigers. Tulenchik with a quick pass up to Hamilton. He fires across the way to Netland. Park Netland will pass this one to Struess. Good movement by the Tigers. Back to Netland here. He gets it away to Tulenchik. Now they look for Robert Buchers down low, and he's not going to catch up with it as it goes out of bounds. We'll see Brady Bristow and Andrew Buchers subbing back into the game, taking Burke Netland and Robert Buchers out. So the starting 5 back on the floor now for PRB. Here's Jack Brown passing. Kingbird on the run. Has it. No good on the shot. Rebounded by Struess. Struess trying to get it away. He does. It's Bristow. Passing to Hamilton on the wing. Hamilton. Gordon Thompson on defensively into the corner. He has Andrew Buchers. Andrew passes back to Jared around the corner. And now Struess. We're going to get a jump ball here. All over him that time was Justice Iceman, and with the arrow pointing toward Red Lake, they'll get it back and a chance to cut into this lead with a little under 7 minutes to go in the half. Kingbird will take it up the floor. He heaves it across the way to Iceman. Iceman back to Bolio, back to Kingbird, and now down low to Jack Brown. Pass here stolen. Nice play by Tulenchik into the hands of Bristow. Now Andrew Buchers, easy layup for 2. Andrew Buchers now with 8 points for PRB. They hurry it up the floor. A 2-point shot. Good from Gordon Thompson that time. That was his 4th point as they make it a 5-point game again. Andrew Buchers in the corner. Passes. Hamilton slowing down the tempo. Passes to Bristow. Now he's got an open Andrew Buchers, and he'll pass Jared Hamilton. Some good passing down low. They now find Andrew Buchers, and he's going to take a foul on his way up. And he's back to the free throw line. This one is going to get called on Gerald Kingbird. That was his 2nd personal and the 6th team foul of the half for Red Lake. So their next one is going to put PRB in that bonus territory. Andrew Buchers 2 for 2 at the line tonight so far. You can make it 3 for 3 as that one was buried. Oh, never mind. They actually say that he stepped across. He stepped across the free throw line, so that actually does not count. So effectively, you can make him 2 for 3 now. 2nd of 2 for Buchers. Rattles off. But Struess collects the rebound. Here's the putback. Not going to fall, and now it's going to get rebounded by Brown. Hurrying up the floor. Kingbird passes to Bolio. And a foul is going to get called on Andrew Buchers. Just like that, some quick fouls. 3rd team foul of the half for PRB. We'll see Jack Brown inbounding it here for Red Lake. Brown gets it into Bolio. Now right side, Thompson into the corner, finds Iceman. Justice Iceman stops back up, passes to the elbow to Brown. Down low, good pass to Kingbird, but Kingbird unable to come up with it. And now here's Bristow off the steal. Bristow, coast to coast, and 1. Excellent ball handling that time by Bristow, threading through the defense. As the foul that time was called on Gordon Thompson, his 2nd personal, and now Bristow with a 3-point play opportunity. Not going to go, but he's able to get the rebound. PRB still has it. Bristow going in, misses the shot, but he takes the foul, and now he's heading right back to the free throw line. A lot of fouls in the early going for the Red Lake defense. They've been very physical. That was the 3rd of the half for Gerald Kingbird. A big, very consequential foul for the Warriors, as now he's got to head off. And again, folks, if you've been watching this game with me, he's been their best player tonight with 13 out of their 17 points as a team. Bristow makes it a 2 for 2 trip, And now it's 26-17 on your North Point Realty scoreboard with under 5.5 minutes left in the half. Passing this time to Eisman. Ball knocked out of bounds by Bristow on the far side. Got lots of other high school sports going on in our area tonight, folks. Lots of them being broadcast. We'll, of course, be giving you updates as we get them. This one's going to get inbounded to Eisman, and Eisman gets the ball swatted away once again. So back to square one for Red Lake as they'll be inbounding it again from the far sideline. Jack Brown inbounds it to Cade Bolio. Bolio kicks one out. Here's Taylor driving in. Taylor misses off the backboard. Rebounded by Struess. Taylor knocked down. Hamilton taking it up. Hamilton spins around, puts it up. They'll call him for traveling in that move. Just an extra step that time from Jared Hamilton. Got him booked for traveling. So it's back to Red Lake. Jack Brown advances into the front court. He'll pass. Stolen. Great play by Struess. Excellent defense in the first half here by the PRB Tigers. You got to love it if you're Coach Ackerman. And now Bristow calmly shoots a three off the mark. Rebounded by Hamilton. Second chance. He's got it. 11-point lead now for the PRB Tigers. Bolio passes. Down low, they get it to Taylor. Fadeaway. Not going to go. But coming up with a rebound here is Eisman. He gets it to Bolio. Wide open for three. Not going. It's going to get rebounded by Bristow. As they work it up the court here to Hamilton. Now Struess, one-on-one. Misses, puts it back up, misses again, gets his own rebound again, puts it back up a third time. Third time's the charm for Ryan Struess as he's able to make it. And it's now 30-17. PRB with a 13-point lead on your North Point Realty scoreboard. In the corner, Thompson to Jack Brown. He misses the shot, gets the rebound, kicks it out to Bolio. Bolio fires to Eisman for three. That's going to miss right. It's rebounded by Bristow. And now PRB can extend the lead. Tulinchik takes a foul. Or, no, never mind. They're going to say that's an offensive foul. I thought that one was going to get called on Thompson. He was all over Tulinchik, but they say it was clean. And they actually say that Tulinchik was the guilty party instead. And that was his second personal foul. Fourth team foul of the half for the PRB Tigers. 3:41 to go in this first half. As it has been a magnificent defensive performance for PRB after they got down 8-2 early. They've shut down this Red Lake offense since. Eisman passes left side. It's Jack Brown. Brown into the corner. He's going to find his man, and now down low they get it to Justin Brown, and he's going to take a foul. Nice pass from Bruce Taylor to Brown, and Brown on his way to the line will shoot his first free throws of the game. Coming up, they called that foul on Robert Buchers. That was his first personal and the fifth team foul of the half for PRB. Brown's first free throw falls. As Irvin Tulinchik subs out for the Tigers. Jared Hamilton back in. Second of two on the way here for Justin Brown. No. It's rebounded by Robert Buchers. Now Hamilton up the floor for the Tigers. We'll get it back to Struess. Back to Hamilton. Hamilton encouraging him to shoot the three-pointer that time was Eisman, but now getting the steal, it's Brown. Jack Brown rushing up the floor. Floater, good. Great play in transition that time by Jack Brown. And now they cut the lead to 11. Red Lake does. 30-19 is the score. Hamilton slowing down the pace for PRB. Into the corner, he's going to find Bristow with a precision pass, but now Bristow gets the ball stolen by Justin Brown. They pass it to Eisman. Eisman floats one up. No good. Rebounded by Jared Hamilton. Hamilton gets away from the defense. Hustling up the floor. Ball kicked out, that time by a Red Lake Warrior. And we're going to get a timeout taken by Coach Jordan Ackerman of the PRB Tigers with 2.5 minutes to go in half number one. PRB has a 30-19 lead on your North Point Realty scoreboard. up by 11. We'll see if they keep the first half success coming after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash, open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
And welcome back to Pine River-Backus High School. Sam Parsons with you here, broadcasting live from the Cub Foods Brainerd and Baxter studios. My Cub, My Way, and Lakes Proud. Really quick, folks, just wanted to thank some of the sponsors that we have helping us out tonight, specifically for our big deal player of the game, which we will be announcing after the game. We have Brandel Motors of Aiken, Riverwood Healthcare, Willie's Marine of McGregor, the Pizza Ranch in Baxter and Little Falls, Whippler Precast in Pine River, W.W. Thompson Concrete Products in Brainerd, and BigDealAuctions.com. A big thank you to them, and of course all of our sponsors for making our coverage of PRB Sports a possibility. Irvin Tulenchik with the inbound pass to Struess, who tries a three, not going to fall from the big man, and it's rebounded here by Bruce Taylor. Taylor still with the ball, driving in, tries to put one up, misses. Justin Brown there for the rebound and the putback. Now it's a 9-point lead for PRB. A shade over 2 minutes to go in the half. They pass to Bristow. Bristow crowded by a couple of Warriors, and now Tulenchik pops open. Steps back, passes to Struess into the corner. They find Andrew Bukers. Andrew working to his right, down low. Struess off the glass, no good. It's going to get rebounded that time by Bruce Taylor. With under 2 minutes to go in the half, a chance for Red Lake to now further cut into this deficit. They pass left side to Jack Brown. Brown fires across the way to Bolio. Back to Brown. And back to Iceman, and now open is Taylor. Bruce Taylor with it. Ball knocked out that time by Struess. Now it's rolling around a little bit. Coming up with it is Tulenchik. Can he get away from the defense? Yes. They rush a pass up. Bristow wide open for three. Off the iron. And now coming up with the rebound, though, is Bukers, and there's an injury on the back end as Bruce Taylor was slow to get up, and he's kind of grabbing at his right elbow on his way off the floor. I hope he's all right. He was kind of rolling around back there. They bring in Gordon Thompson to replace him. Taylor's not getting talked to by any of the coaches, so I'm hoping he's fine. But anyway, ready to resume play. Taking a foul this time. Oh, no, not a foul. They're going to say it's a jump ball. A little over a minute to go in the first half. Irvin Tulenchik will inbound it now for the Tigers. Finds Bukers. Andrew Bukers driving in, takes a foul, lays it up. Oh, no, they actually called that a travel on him. Amazing layup that time for Bukers, but it doesn't count. The score holds steady at 30-21. It's Justice Iceman on the PRB logo. Bolio to his left. Ball knocked away. Now it goes out of bounds, and it'll be PRB ball. Great play that time by Irvin Tulenchik defensively. We've seen a lot of those, not just from him, but really from everybody for PRB tonight. It's been a great all-around defensive effort for this team. Bristow to his left, passes to Struess. 40 seconds left in the half. Bukers to the other Bukers, to Tulenchik. Irvin's got it. Down low to Robert Bukers. He tries the jump shot, and it falls. Robert Bukers is on the scoreboard. His first 2 points of the game to make it 32-21. Iceman with the ball now for the Warriors. Crossing over on Bukers, taking it in, and he takes a foul. They're going to call Tulenchik on that one. A little bit aggressive, trying to swat at it. Or, oh, never mind. That's actually going to get called on Jared Hamilton. I should probably stop making these predictions so brashly. Actually, that was Andrew Bukers. I was wrong twice. There you go. Inbounded to Jack Brown, and he tries a three. No good. Rebounded by Bolio, and he puts one up, and he's going to take a foul. That one looked like it was obviously on Ryan Struess. I was right that time. 1 out of 3 ain't bad, as they say. Wait, that's actually not what they say. But in any case, 11.2 seconds to go in the half. It's Cade Bolio ready to shoot his first 2 free throws of this game. Swish on the first one to make it a 10-point game. He can try to make the lead single digits with this one. Here's Bolio's second. Off the heel, no good. Rebounded by Tulinchik. Now good defense here by Red Lake, but Tulinchik still has it. 4 seconds left. Struess to Bristow. Bristow driving in off the backboard and the buzzer beater for 2. Excellent play by Brady Bristow to get 2 points before halftime, and that does it for this half of play. 34-22, the PRB Tigers enter the break with the lead over Red Lake by 12 points. A great first half for PRB. We got a lot to talk about when we come back from a quick break. Watching us here on YourLiveEvent.com, it is PRB Boys Hoops, courtesy of Homegrown Local Radio.
PRB Tigers Action with Your Live Event is made possible by the advertising businesses you see throughout this broadcast. They help ensure that we can bring you the coverage at the best price, free. Please thank and support our sponsoring businesses. If you own a business or your organization wants to reach the listeners and viewers of Your Live Event and RNJ Broadcasting Incorporated, go to yourliveevent.com and click Advertise or contact one of the offices in Brainerd or Aiken. Enjoy the broadcast.
Coming June 23rd through the 25th at Brainerd International Raceway, the Midwest Premier Country and Rock Festival. Lakes Jam presented by R&J Broadcasting. Hear John Party, Tesla, Gabby Barrett, Warrant, Kicks, Mark Wills, and more. It's more than a music festival with watercross, drifting, poker tourneys, lawnmower racing, and more. For tickets and more information, visit lakesjam.com.
There's way more than bowling at Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria serves the best pizza in the Lakes area, or feast on burgers, great appetizers, huge calzones, hoagies, and wings. They invite you to bring the whole family in for a great time. Open bowling offered 7 days a week. Ask about joining a league. Moonlight bowling is every Saturday evening. Ask about group rates, birthday parties, and other specials at Community Bowl and Pizzeria, downtown Pine River. 218-587-3100.
Country Doc Veterinary Clinic in Pine River is proud to support radio coverage of our area athletes. No matter the sport, they salute the kids and coaches for all their dedication and wish them all the best of luck. Country Doc Veterinary Clinic thanks all the coaches, staff, and volunteers for taking the time to provide our area kids plenty of opportunities. Country Doc Veterinary Clinic is located east of Pine River on County Road 1, providing compassionate small animal care for your beloved pets.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And is done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Pierce, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
Welcome back to Pine River-Backus High School. Sam Parsons with you here. Figured I'd entertain you guys with a nice little game of three-point knockout while we go over the first half. That was as the PRB Tigers leading 34-22 at the break in what was a great half specifically defensively for the Tigers. Started the game slow, especially from a shooting perspective. They got down 8-2 early, but then after that, they really caught fire on both ends of the floor, and as such, they now lead by a dozen. Just looking at the scoring stats that we had from that first half, we'll start with Red Lake. They were led in that first half by Gerald Kingbird, who had nearly 60% of their points with 13, and he even missed over 5 minutes of action because he actually got into a slight foul trouble with 3 fouls in that first half in the early going, and he was, like I said, their most productive scorer by far, so that was a big foul for them, but they did actually manage to hang in there without him, as they got 4 points out of Gordon Thompson, 3 out of Justin Brown, 2 points from Jack Brown, and 1 point from Cade Bolio. For PRB, on the other hand, they were led in that first half by Brady Bristow, who tallied 11 points in the first half. Andrew Bukers had 8, Jared Hamilton with 5, Ryan Struess with 6, and then Irvin Tulinchik and Robert Bukers each had 4. Now, like I said, it was a really, really good defensive half for PRB, but you also, like I said, had those offensive moments where they were really able to catch fire sometimes, and I was really impressed specifically with the passing from PRB. Coach Jordan Ackerman said in our pregame chat with him that he thought that passing was going to be really key against this 2-3 zone that Red Lake likes to run. He knew going in that they were going to be running that, and they ran it almost exclusively in that first half. PRB, a really, really good ball movement that we saw. Not a ton of turnovers from Red Lake's defense, and that was kind of to be expected. We saw entering the game that Red Lake kind of struggled a little bit defensively at times this season. They're a very good offensive team, but defensively, they've had some really big games against them. So I think that I said actually during our Station 371 pregame show that I'm not really all too worried about PRB's offense. I was more worried about how they were going to approach this Red Lake team defensively, and they've really picked up the slack on that end of the floor. Nothing to complain about from my perspective. So just looking ahead to the second half, or actually before I do that, a couple of scoring updates from our other broadcasts happening right now on homegrown local radio. A couple of close games. Over on KKIN FM 94.3, Mille Lacs is up on Hill City 32-29 at half. And on Cash 95.9 on that FM dial, Pillager is beating Piers 39-38 in boys basketball. Both of those games are our boys games, I should clarify. We do have a girls game going on tonight. Staples Motley at Aiken on KKIN AM 930 FM 103.1. I imagine I'll be getting an update on that pretty soon. But in the meantime, just looking ahead to the second half here between PRB and Red Lake, well, I think that the key for PRB is to keep doing what you're doing defensively. And I say that after pretty much every good half that a team has on either side. But to tell you the truth, folks, PRB has done a good job at mixing up what they've been showing for Red Lake defensively. And it's worked. Only allowing 22 points in that first half to an offense that has at times been very potent against other teams. That's what you like to see if you're a PRB fan. So I think just more of that, please, is what the doctor's going to order. For Red Lake, well, obviously they got to get Gerald Kingbird back in the lineup, and once they do, he's got to stay disciplined and stay out of foul trouble because he's a lot more used to his team out there on the floor than he is on the bench. And so he's got to make sure that he stays clean out there and just keeps firing because he's been their best shooter by far in this game. As you can tell by having scored 13 out of their 22 points, and he still missed over 5 minutes of action in that first half. So he's going to be a key player for them. They got to keep feeding him offensively. And, of course, they got to do a better job moving the ball as well. PRB was able to generate so many turnovers off of stolen passes, so more discipline from Red Lake specifically passing the ball I think would do them very well. So those are just keys, I think, for the second half as we are now just a couple minutes away from the start of the second half. We'll step aside, hear a word from our sponsors, and we will return for that second half of action as it is Pine River-Backus versus Red Lake Boys Hoops on YourLiveEvent.com.
This is Jim Burke. Owner of R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Together with Bernie, we're inviting you to join us on a tour of Victoria, Vancouver, and the Canadian Rockies, July 14th through 23rd. On this tour, we'll visit historic Victoria, tour the breathtaking Butcher Gardens, and experience the stunning scenery of the Canadian Rockies via rails train. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ. Learn more about this tour and watch the travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure. Remember the keyword RJ.
Coming June 23rd through the 25th at Brainerd International Raceway, the Midwest Premier Country and Rock Festival. Lakes Jam presented by R&J Broadcasting. Hear John Party, Tesla, Gabby Barrett, Warrant, Kicks, Mark Wills, and more. It's more than a music festival with watercross, drifting, poker tourneys, lawnmower racing, and more. For tickets and more information, visit lakesjam.com.
At R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, we aspire to provide the best in local sports coverage for our area teams. Listen to our Wake the Lakes morning show for local news, weather, and sports every weekday morning from 6 to 9. If you're enjoying the video coverage for the PRB Tigers, thank the sponsoring businesses you see advertising. They make it possible. If you're a business owner and want to reach our viewers and listeners, go to yourliveevent.com and click Advertise. That's yourliveevent.com.
Welcome back to PRB High School, as we are now just moments away from the start of the second half between PRB and Red Lake. Tigers up by 12 as it's inbounded here to Iceman, and Iceman almost goes over and back right away to start us, but he's able to save himself, and Red Lake will keep it. As here's Gerald Kingbird back in the game. He's going to take a foul heading to the hole right away. No shot on the play, but they do call Brady Bristow for his first personal foul of this game. Less than 15 seconds into the second half on your North Point Realty scoreboard. Inbounded here to Brown, and now he kicks it back out to Kingbird for three, but he's going to clank the three-pointer. On the rebound, it's Tulinchik rushing up the floor. Aggressive pass, a little too aggressive that time, trying for Ryan Struess. The 6'3" Struess, if he were about 6'8", might have been able to get that, but not today. Off the inbound pass, Kingbird fires an open Brown. Off the glass, no good. Collecting the rebound, though, is Taylor, and he misses the putback. Ball still bouncing around, and now Andrew Bucher's able to come up with it. Ryan Struess for PRB, driving in. Ball rims out. Bristow collects the rebound in the reverse layup to put it back in. Brady Bristow now up to 13 points for the PRB Tigers, leading the squad. It's 36-22 now. Kingbird, right side. Will pass. Bolio for three. Drano. Cade Bolio makes his first three-pointer of the game, and that'll cut the lead to 11. Here's Hamilton. They get it across to Bristow. Brady Bristow now working to his left. Nope, back to his right. Fires across the way to Tulinchik. Irvin out to Bristow for three. No good, but he's in to collect his own rebound. Back to Tulinchik. Tulinchik steps back, thought about the three, didn't do it. Now it's Hamilton for three. Too long. Rebounded by Bristow. Bristow rushes in and buries it for two. Make it 15 points now for Brady Bristow and make it a 13-point game on the scoreboard. Nice pass from Kingbird down to Justin Brown. Blocked. Now out to Iceman for three. Airballed. Rebounded by Brown, and he gets the putback. Justin Brown now has 6 points for Red Lake. Here's Jared Hamilton for PRB, and he's going to travel with it. Oh, one too many steps with the ball there. So we'll see an inbound pass from Gerald Kingbird here. It's to Bolio. See what PRB does defensively here. Playing some half-court defense. Down low, Justin Brown. Easy 2 points there. And it looks like that's the halftime adjustment, as Justin Brown has gotten the ball funneled to him a little bit in the early going here, and the lead is down to 9 for PRB. 38-29 the score. Tulinchik on the right side. Nice pass down low for Jared Hamilton. Great timing, a great pass, and a great conversion. Irvin Tulenchik to Jared Hamilton for 2 points. Pass to Cade Bolio for Red Lake. Takes it in and takes a foul. Think that one's going to be on Tulenchik, but we'll see. Yep, that was Tulenchik's third personal foul of this game. Second foul of the half for PRB as a team, as Bolio inbounds it here to Bruce Taylor. Bruce tries a three. Good! Bruce Taylor with his first field goal of tonight's game will cut the lead to 8. Bristow at the top of the key, looking for Andrew Buchers. That's going to go out of bounds. Buchers not quite ready for that one. Red Lake back with it. Bolio taking it up the floor. Kingbird tries a three. That's banked off the iron, no good. Getting the rebound, it's Bristow. They pass back. Hamilton. Back to Bristow. Bristow going in. Last second pass. Great stuff to Andrew Buchers, and Andrews now at 10 points for PRB. And we'll get a stoppage of play. See what this one's about. And, well, nothing doing on the scoreboard, so we'll keep on rolling. Here's Gerald Kingbird stepping back. Thought about the three, didn't take it. Now Jack Brown takes the three. That's going to miss short. It's rebounded by Jared Hamilton. And now Brady Bristow, one-on-one with Kingbird. Will pass. Tulenchik, good for 2. PRB extends their lead to 12. Kingbird stepping back. Passing down low, Justin Brown. This time it's going to get stolen, and it goes out. Bristow didn't touch it. Turns out that wasn't the right call. I think Bristow thought that was last touch by a Warrior, but it wasn't. So back inbounds to Kingbird, who steps back near the half-court line. It's back to Bolio, who fires across the way to Jack Brown. And now Eisman missed the 2-point jump shot from the free throw line. Ball bouncing around a little bit. Coming up with it is Struess. Still some good defense for PRB here, as now Tulenchik stops up top of the key. Down low, good passing to Struess, and Struess has 2. Great passing that time from Tulenchik to Hamilton to Struess, and now it's a 14-point lead for PRB on your North Point Realty scoreboard. Kingbird out to Jack Brown for 3. No good. Rebounded by Hamilton. Hamilton now hurrying up the floor for PRB. Baseline, jump shot, off the backboard, no good. Rebounded by Kingbird, and now getting the steal, it's Bristow. But now stealing it right back is Kingbird. Ball bouncing around, and it looks like they're going to get Bristow this time for the foul. Bit of a chaotic sequence there with 13 minutes to go in half number 1. Bristow was called for his second personal foul, third foul of the half for PRB as a team. As now subbing out, Andrew Buchers taking a quick break. They bring in his brother Robert to replace him. Heaving a pass up, Kingbird, left side, Bolio, back to him. Kingbird tries the 3, and he buries it. Gerald Kingbird picking up where he left off from long range to cut the lead to 11. He's now up to 16 points for Red Lake. Here's Jared Hamilton passing to Tulenchik on the left wing. Tulenchik finds Bristow. Bristow getting the pass by Bolio to Tulenchik, and now stolen from Ryan Struess, but they'll say a foul in the process on Red Lake. Called that time on Gordon Thompson. That was his third. As Burke Netland's going to sub in for Ryan Struess after he was knocked over. He'll take a quick break. Tulenchik from the baseline. No look, inbound pass to Bristow for 3. Got it! What a pass that time by Irvin Tulenchik, and what a shot from Bristow, as he's now up to 18 points for the Tigers. Jack Brown for Red Lake with a floater. Misses off the rim. It's rebounded by Robert Buchers. Irvin Tulenchik with a pass to Netland. Netland into the corner, finds Hamilton. Bristow wide open for 3 again. Oh, rims out, tough luck, and it's rebounded by Gerald Kingbird. who's going to take it back up the floor for Red Lake. Bolio takes it in, and he got the floater for 2. Cade Bolio now with 6 points for the Warriors. Hamilton on the outside. Now Tulinchik back to him, and he tries a 3. Off the heel. Ball goes out of bounds. Oh, nice play that time by Justice Eisman to save it, and he knocked it out of bounds that time off of a PRB Tiger. So, now with the inbound pass, it's Red Lake, and Kingbird has it for 3. Off the backboard, or a back iron, no good. Rebounded by Bristow. Bristow with a good pass to Tulinchik. Tulinchik with layup, rejected that time by Kingbird. As they get it back to him, Gerald Kingbird into the front court. No look pass. Gordon Thompson, good pass to Jack Brown, and Jack's got 2 for the Warriors to make it a 10-point game. Here's Bristow, passing Netland for 3. Off the mark. Ball goes into the hands that time of Thompson, and he gets it away to Brown. Brown heaves one up. Bolio lays it in. Easy money that time for Cade Bolio, and a timeout's going to get taken by Coach Jordan Ackerman of the PRB Tigers. As the Tigers still lead by 8. It's 49-41. Red Lake trying to claw their way back into this one. We will see how this game progresses after a quick word from our sponsors on YourLiveEvent.com.
Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River, Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community, making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. PRBschools.org.
Back with you here in the Performance Gym at Pine River-Backus High School. Sam Parsons with you here as we have had an entertaining night of high school basketball so far. The PRB Tigers up by 8 over Red Lake, and Red Lake making an effort to get back into this one. They were down by 12 at the half. They now find themselves down by 8. PRB looking to extend the lead here out of the break. Less than 11 minutes left in the game. Irvin Tulinchik finds a pass here to Bristow. Bristow will give it up to Netland. Back to him. Bristow pump fakes. Back to Netland. Now they get it to Tulinchik on the right wing. All over him here is Bolio. Wrapping it around the perimeter. Back to Bristow on the left. Netland, top of the key. Down low, Robert Bukers puts it up, and he misses. Rebounded that time by Thompson. Red Lake with another chance here to cut into the lead. Eisman to Jack Brown. Brown tries a 3. Not going to fall. Getting the rebound that time, Robert Bukers with a little help from Irvin Tulinchik. And now Jared Hamilton with the ball for the Tigers. Passing Netland to Bristow, on the right. Now to Bukers. Tulinchik left side, ball knocked out, that time by Gordon Thompson. So PRB will try again with 9:52 left in this game on your North Point Realty scoreboard. As back in the game here are Andrew Bukers and Ryan Struess. They take out Irvin Tulinchik and Burke Netland for now. Brady Bristow going to find Ryan Struess here. Struess back to Bristow. Takes it into the elbow, kicks it out. Jared Hamilton, long range 3. That's going to be off the iron. Rebounded by Struess. Good hustle play. Struess puts it back up. He's blocked, gets his own rebound. Tries again, takes a foul. And he is back on his way to the free throw line for 2 free throws here. We'll see who they call that one on. Not even going to guess. Yeah, Gordon Thompson with his 4th personal foul. That one was either on Thompson or Eisman. Struess at the line knocks down his first free throw. He's now 3 for 3 tonight from the charity stripe, and PRB is at the 50-point threshold. Rattling off the free throw that time was Struess, so he makes it a 1 for 2 trip, and a foul right away on PRB. They're going to get Jared Hamilton that time for his 2nd personal foul. It was the 4th of the half for PRB as a team. Kingbird off the inbound pass. He stayed clean this half, as I mentioned, would be a key for this Red Lake team. Down low, Thompson kicks it out. Kingbird tries the three, and he knocks it down. Gerald Kingbird with 5 threes now tonight. He's up to 19 points for the Warriors, and the lead is now down to 6. Red Lake squarely back into this one. Andrew Buchers on the right side. Has it. Back to Bristow. Bristow finds Struess. Now into the corner. They get it to Hamilton. We'll see how aggressively PRB approaches this offensively this half. Down low to the post. They find Robert Buchers, and Buchers takes a foul. That's going to be on Kingbird, I believe. And Kingbird clearly upset that time at himself, as that's a big one. That's his 4th, and now all of a sudden the best player on Red Lake is in foul trouble. He's one away from fouling out here. Robert Buchers at the line drains his first free throw. PRB faithful coming alive here. In response to the JV team for Red Lake making some noise, and Robert Buchers makes it a 2-for-2 trip at the charity stripe to make the lead 8 points once again. 52-44. Aggressive approach there by Bristow defensively, but he overshot it. Now a jump shot from Bolio is no good. Bristow rushing up the floor. No look pass at the last second for Andrew Buchers, and he wasn't ready for it, but no, foul was not called on Red Lake. That one was actually called on Brady Bristow offensively, his 3rd. And it was the 5th of the half for PRB as a team. Bristow will now sub out for a little bit. They bring Tulenchik back in the game. Here's Kingbird, still on the floor for Red Lake, kicking it out to Jack Brown. Pump fakes the 3. Bolio back to Kingbird. On the elbow, Thompson will kick it out. Kingbird for 3. Aggressive shooting for Kingbird, not going to pay off this time, as it's going to be rebounded by Jared Hamilton. Up the floor with it now, Tulenchik. Working to his left, he passes to Struess. Struess to Buchers. Andrew stops up in front of Bolio. He'll pass this one to Robert. Now Irvin Tulenchik into the corner to Jared Hamilton. Still zone defense for Red Lake. Firing across the way here to Andrew Buchers. Good possession here for PRB, and it's going to result in a foul committed by Red Lake, as that one is on Cade Bolio, his first personal foul of tonight's game. 4th of the half for Red Lake as a team. We'll see Tulenchik inbound it from the near sideline. He gets it into Robert Buchers. Back to him. Jared Hamilton now. Back to Tulenchik. Across the way. Knocked up that time by the Warriors, and now Buchers trying to drive in. No good. Rebounded by Kingbird, who rushes it up to Bolio. Bolio one-on-one with Hamilton. Puts it up and in. All right, it's a 6-point game again. PRB can't get too complacent out there. Here is Tulenchik. Finding Hamilton on the right side. Hamilton drives in, puts one up, and nice touch for Jared Hamilton, who's at 9 points now for the PRB Tigers. A 3-pointer now for Bolio, misses short. Can he get his own rebound here? It's Kingbird coming up with it, and he's going to take a foul. Just the 6th of this half for PRB as a team, so it's not going to send Kingbird to the line, but still no word. Actually, I didn't see what the official, what number the official held up there. Robert Buchers subbing out. I guess that one's a mystery for now. In any case, Jack Brown with the inbound pass to Kingbird. Kingbird to Bolio. 7 minutes to go here in the game. What's the approach? It's a 3-pointer for Jack Brown. He misses. Ball almost goes out, but Bristow is going to try to keep the clock running, and now a pass errant. That's going to go out of bounds. A tough break there for PRB. Just turning it right back over to Red Lake, and Red Lake has a chance to make this a one-possession game. Kingbird looking for Thompson. He kicks it out to Bolio for 3, and he knocks it down. And we got a ball game. It's 54-49. So, pardon me, not a one possession game, a 5-point game. Here's Jared Hamilton for PRB. Fires to Bristow. Back to him. Down low to Struess. Struess takes a foul on the shot, and he is on his way back to the free throw line. I think this one's going to be on Brown. I really got to stop trying to predict those things. It was Gordon Thompson, and he has fouled out of the game. Gordon Thompson was one of the better players out there for Red Lake tonight. Only scored 4 points, but he made a lot of defensive plays. Unfortunately, committed a lot of fouls as well, and now he is out. So they're going to bring in Justice Eisman to replace him. And Ryan Struess, who is 3 for 4 at the line, is now 4 for 5, extending the lead for the Tigers. Now it's 6 points. Struess misses a second off the heel, but collecting the rebound is Andrew Buchers. PRB keeping it. Buchers tries the three, no good. Rebounded by Kingsley. Or excuse me, Kingbird. Jack Brown across the way, stolen here by Andrew Buchers. Buchers one-on-one with Kingbird, lays it up, and he misses. Struess saves it. Back to Buchers. Good for 2. Andrew Buchers now up to 12 points for PRB. Stepping out with it. Bolio now back in. He goes for Brown. Justin Brown rejected that time by Ryan Struess. And now it's back to Jared Hamilton. He passes. Andrew Buchers sitting down with it. We're going to get a timeout. A well-placed timeout that time from Coach Jordan Ackerman of PRB. So with 5.5 minutes left in the game, it's an 8-point lead for the PRB Tigers, up 57-49 on YourLiveEvent.com. We'll be back after a quick break.
Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
And welcome back to PRB High School. It's Sam Parsons with you here tonight. It's been a good one for the PRB Tigers, but the Red Lake Warriors are not going quietly in this one. They have hung in there here in the second half. It's been quite a performance for Gerald Kingbird, who has 19 points for the Warriors. For PRB, their scoring has been more spread out, but Brady Bristow has been their number one guy tonight with 18 points. Andrew Buchers has 12, Ryan Struess has 10, and Jared Hamilton has 9. This one's inbounded to Bristow, and he tries a three right away and knocks it down. Brady Bristow crossing the 20-point threshold with that one, and he makes it an 11-point game. With the ball is Jack Brown. He'll pass Bolio. That's going to go out of bounds off the hand of Bristow. Rather, they actually called a foul on Bristow, and that was the 7th foul for PRB in the game, and that was also Bristow's 4th, so now Bristow's in foul trouble. We'll see if he subs out anytime soon. But Cade Bolio at the line has a 1-and-1 opportunity. He drains his first and is now 2 for 3 shooting free throws tonight. Bolio's second is good. He makes it a 2 for 2 trip. That's what Red Lake needed. It's a single-digit game again. Irvin Tulinchik has it. Across the way to Hamilton. Back to Tulinchik. And he's just going to hang on to it for a second. 5 minutes left in the game. Back to Jared Hamilton. Right side. To the post. Ryan Struess. Jump shot. No good. That ball's going to go out of bounds, and they'll say that it was off of Justice Eisman. A nice call for PRB, and now we'll get another inbound pass from that far sideline. It's inbounded here. Bristow fires across the way to Hamilton. PRB in clock-killing mode here, no doubt. Back to Bristow. Now Struess, free throw line, looking to kick it out. He does to Hamilton. Hamilton fires across the way. Now it's Tulenchik with it again. 4.5 minutes left in the game. Hamilton taking his sweet time. PRB as a team taking their sweet time here. And can you blame them? No. Back to Tulenchik. Now coming up for it is Bolio. They pass to Bristow, who goes back to his left and gets it to Buchers. Great possession here for the PRB Tigers, melting the clock away. They've taken over a minute off the clock now as it's back to Buchers on the wing to Hamilton. Hamilton drives in, lays it in. A great play for Jared Hamilton. And now he's at 11 points. 11-point game as well. 62-51 on that North Point Realty scoreboard. Jack Brown with the ball for the Warriors, stopping up in front of Tulenchik. Man-to-man defense for PRB as now Bolio floats one up and in for two. 9-point game. 3.5 minutes left. Red Lake not out of this one yet. Struess back to Tulenchik. And still in clock-killing mode is this PRB offense. Good passing down to Ryan Struess. He banks one. Not going in, though, and it's going to get rebounded by Jack Brown. He heaves a pass. Bolio for three. No good. Struess collects the rebound. And he'll take his time taking it up the floor here. Into the front court. He just kind of stops up near the half-court line and will just kind of kill the clock for a little bit here. Again, no issues with this approach if you're a PRB fan. Tulenchik back to Bristow. Now to the free throw line. It's Struess finding Tulenchik. He won't take the shot. No reason to be aggressive. Struess finding Bristow. 2.5 minutes left in the game. Some great possessions here for the PRB offense as they continue to pass the ball well tonight. But really not a lot of competition from Red Lake's defense, as now rushing by the defense is Hamilton, but he misses the layup. Getting the rebound, Kingbird. A little over 2 minutes left. Kingbird passes. Iceman for three. Too long. Rebounded by Bristow. Nobody else was there for it for Red Lake, as they seem to be kind of running out of gas here. But PRB looking very fresh. This could be a part where this is the third game of the week for Red Lake, but only the first for PRB, and they're looking great. Under 2 minutes left. Tulenchik has it. Crossing back over on Bolio. Ooh, good handling by Tulenchik, and he has the floater, and he's got it for two. Tulenchik up to 6 points now for PRB, having a great all-around performance. As now Iceman driving in, tries to put one up and misses. Hamilton collects the rebound. Things looking better for PRB by the minute, but now Kingbird gets the steal, lays it up, and in for two. Gerald Kingbird now with 21 points for Red Lake. But it has quieted down here in the performance gym as we're going to get a timeout. With 1:15 left, PRB with a 9-point lead. They can see the finish line. Just have to keep Red Lake at bay for another 75 seconds. Can they do it? We'll see after a quick break.
Shrupp Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Shrupp Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basements, septic system design and installation, stump or brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 37 years and still digging it right. Shrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time, serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Shrupp Excavating LLC, online at shruppexcavating.com.
Back with you here at PRB High School, broadcasting from the Cub Foods Brainerd and Baxter Studios. Sam Parsons with you. As we're ready to go once again, the last minute and some change in this game. Ryan Struess trying to get by Justin Brown. Will pass this one away to Brady Bristow, and he's going to take a foul from Justice Iceman. Just Iceman's second foul of this game. Sixth foul of the half for Red Lake as a team, so their next one is going to send PRB to the line. Back to Struess, checking the clock. Minute left in the game now as he's going to take a foul from Brown, and that was Justin's second of the game. Ryan Struess now bound for the line once again. On the night, Ryan Struess is 4 for 6 shooting free throws. He'll try to increase that percentage a little bit here. As now subbing in for PRB, they have brought in Burke Netland, and it looks like Baron Milham is about ready to go in as well. Up could see more substitutions for PRB after the shot, and yes, Ryan Struess drains the free throw, and it's Baron Milham. Ethan Burns about to come in as well as Jared Hamilton's off. Oh, Burns not going to go in quite yet. Struess makes it a 2-for-2 trip, and he does increase that percentage from 66.7 up to 75. And it's an 11-point game for PRB as, again, their grip on this game strengthens. Jack Brown for Red Lake fires a pass to Iceman. And it looks like Red Lake now with too much of a sense of urgency here. They might just be kind of taking it. And Iceman tries a layup, no good. Rebounded by Robert Buchers. Bristow passes across the way. Burke Netland will hold on to it here. 30 seconds left. Netland takes a foul in the paint. That one is called on Andrew Roy for Red Lake, who's now in the game. And it sends Burke Netland to the free throw line. Burke Netland misses the 1-on-1 opportunity, and it's rebounded by the Warriors. 20 seconds left in the game, and PRB looks like they'll be taking this one home, improving their record to 11-13. Red Lake will fall to 9-14 as here's a jump shot, no good, off the hands of Travis Juarez. 10 seconds left. Netland gets it away to Milham, and Milham will hang on to it for a second. Back to Netland, and Netland will hold on to it. No, actually a foul is going to get called with 0.6 seconds left, and smiling to himself there is Andrew Roy. He kind of knows that one was a little bit of a pointless foul, but hey, it sends Burke Netland to the line, and he's got a 1-on-1 chance. And the official's laughing too. That was just a funny foul by the half-court line. Anyway, here's Burke Netland. Off the iron, and that'll do it. Our final score in tonight's game, the PRB Tigers have defeated the Red Lake Warriors 66-55. A great performance for the Tigers, and we have quite a bit to talk about as we recap it coming up for our post-game show. That's all coming up after we take a quick break, folks. PRB Tigers getting their 11th win of the season, and we will be talking about the game in depth after this.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash, open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
PRB Tigers Action with your live event is made possible by the advertising businesses you see throughout this broadcast. They help ensure that we can bring you the coverage at the best price, free. Please thank and support our sponsoring businesses. If you own a business or your organization wants to reach the listeners and viewers of your live event and RNJ Broadcasting Incorporated, go to yourliveevent.com and click advertise or contact one of the offices in Brainerd or Aiken. Enjoy the broadcast.
Coming June 23rd through the 25th at Brainerd International Raceway, the Midwest Premier Country and Rock Festival. Lakes Jam presented by R&J Broadcasting. Hear John Party, Tesla, Gabby Barrett, Warrant, Kicks, Mark Wills, and more. It's more than a music festival with watercross, drifting, poker tourneys, lawnmower racing, and more. For tickets and more information, visit lakesjam.com.
There's way more than bowling at Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria serves the best pizza in the Lakes area, or feast on burgers, great appetizers, huge calzones, hoagies, and wings. They invite you to bring the whole family in for a great time. Open bowling offered 7 days a week. Ask about joining a league. Moonlight bowling is every Saturday evening. Ask about group rates, birthday parties, and other specials at Community Bowl and Pizzeria, downtown Pine River. 218-587-3100.
Country Doc Veterinary Clinic in Pine River is proud to support radio coverage of our area athletes. No matter the sport, they salute the kids and coaches for all their dedication and wish them all the best of luck. Country Doc Veterinary Clinic thanks all the coaches, staff, and volunteers for taking the time to provide our area kids plenty of opportunities. Country Doc Veterinary Clinic is located east of Pine River on County Road 1, providing compassionate, small animal care for your beloved pets.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And is done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Piers, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
This is Jim Berkemeyer, owner of R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Together with Bernie, we're inviting you to join us on a tour of Victoria, Vancouver, and the Canadian Rockies, July 14th through 23rd. On this tour, we'll visit historic Victoria, tour the breathtaking Butchert Gardens, and experience the stunning scenery of the Canadian Rockies via rails train. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ. Learn more about this tour and watch the travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure. Remember the keyword RJ.
And welcome back to Pine River-Backus High School. Sam Parsons with you here as we just wrapped up the action. The PRB Tigers got the win, 66-55. And actually, folks, I'll take a quick break. Got to talk with Coach Ackerman for a second here, and we'll get situated in a second and have some post-game interviews on the way. So that'll be after this.
Coming June 23rd through the 25th at Brainerd International Raceway, the Midwest Premier Country and Rock Festival. Lakes Jam presented by R&J Broadcasting. Hear John Party, Tesla, Gabby Barrett, Warrant, Kicks, Mark Wills, and more. It's more than a music festival with watercross, drifting, poker tourneys, lawnmower racing, and more. For tickets and more information, visit lakesjam.com.
Perfect timing. We're ready to go. Back with you here, Sam Parsons, joined now by Brady Bristow and Jordan Ackerman, and starting with the senior Brady. Brady, great game out there. 21 points led the team. Just what were some of the things you thought you did well out there?
I feel like I moved the ball pretty well and shot decent.
You guys played really good defense out there, I thought, and I know that's something that you guys work on in practice all the time. What was going through your head just playing defensively out there tonight?
Just knowing who their scorers were, and then we wanted to stop them and put pressure on the other guys who don't normally score.
So you guys have some winnable games to wrap up the season here, Brady, and you could finish the season, the regular season, with a 500 record. How important is that to you guys?
That's pretty important, and right now that's our goal, to just finish out the season strong.
And Brady, as a senior, do you have any goals as an individual for the rest of this season?
Not personally, just get into that 500.
Makes sense. Brady Bristow here joining us for our post-game show. Brady, great game out there as usual, and stick around. I'll have a little goodie for you, and best of luck to you moving forward, man.
Thank you.
All right. We'll wrap up here by chatting with Coach Jordan Ackerman. And Jordan, not really much to talk about for this week, but tonight was the first game for you guys, and it was a nice win. Just what were some of your main takeaways?
Yeah, I thought everybody stepped up. I wanted to bring all 5, 6, 7 of those players that played in substantial minutes. I wanted to bring them all up, but I figured that might be a little overwhelming.
That would have been great, but
I thought everybody that played did a good job today of contributing in a positive manner. And Brady led us in scoring. I thought he had some good strides forward defensively. I thought there was some times where he was anticipating that next pass and was really engaged defensively, so I was proud of him for that. And Irvin, Jared, Andrew, Ryan, Robert, they all contributed in positive manner, so I'm really proud of them all. It was a really fun team win. We'll always take wins versus Red Lake. They're a well-coached team. So
absolutely, yeah. And like I said, I thought you guys played really, really well defensively, generated a lot of turnovers out there. Thought you guys really passed the ball well tonight offensively as well against that 2-3 zone. What were you seeing in that regard?
Yeah, that was a focus for us in practice, is just getting movement with our posts and kind of attacking with the dribble. But I thought they really passed through it really patiently. And we had a few stretches where we turned the ball over, but for the most part, they really passed through that, which was an emphasis in our practice too. So good to see them take things from practice into the game, and we're kind of expecting that 2-3 zone.
So it's Ogilvie on Monday, and then back here for senior night next Friday. Obviously, a couple of winnable games, but should be two tough opponents for you guys. What are you going to be focusing on in practice in the coming days?
Well, we don't have a practice before Ogilvie, so we'll just roll out there and play on Monday. But our Swanville game, I'll have to sit down and watch a little bit more of them too. But they're an athletic team with a good big, so I'll kind of devise a plan that I think will help us beat them. And to be honest with you, I haven't looked that far ahead quite yet, but that'll be a weekend endeavor for me.
Right, absolutely. Jordan Ackerman joining us for our post-game show here. Jordan, thank you for your time, and congratulations on getting the win. And we'll, of course, be hanging with you guys the rest of the way.
Thanks, Sam. Thanks for coming and covering. Drive safe home.
Pleasure being here. We'll take one more break and wrap up our post-game show after this.
Broadcasting Incorporated. We inspire to provide the best in local sports coverage for our area teams. Listen to our Wake the Lakes morning show for local news, weather, and sports every weekday morning from 6 to 9. If you're enjoying the video coverage for the PRB Tigers, thank the sponsoring businesses you see advertising. They make it possible. If you're a business owner and want to reach our viewers and listeners, go to yourliveevent.com and click Advertise. That's yourliveevent.com. Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River, Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community, making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. PRBschools.org.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
Schrupp Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Schrupp Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basements, septic system design and installation, stump or brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 37 years and still digging it right. Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time, serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC, online at schruppexcavating.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash, open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
And we're back at Pine River-Backus High School. Sam Parsons with you. We just had our post-game chats with Coach Jordan Ackerman of PRB and Brady Bristow of PRB as well. After an impressive team win for the Tigers tonight, they got it done over Red Lake. Finished the sweep over a conference rival. And they now sit at 11-13 on the season. Again, they're heading to Ogilvie on Monday for their penultimate game of the 2021-2022 season before they wrap it up against Swanville right here, and we will have coverage of that next week. But just, again, taking a look at the stats, the scoring stats that we had from that game, leading the way for Red Lake, it was Gerald Kingbird who scored 21 points, but not far behind him was Cade Bolio, who scored 17. They had Justin Brown with 6, Jack Brown and Gordon Thompson with 4 each, and Bruce Taylor put up 3. For PRB, they were led by Brady Bristow with 21 points. Behind him, they had Ryan Struess and Andrew Bukers with 12 each. Jared Hamilton put up 11, Irvin Tulenchik with 6, and Robert Bukers with 4. Honestly, folks, I think that Coach Ackerman put it really well when he said that all 6 of their players that saw significant playing time tonight played fantastically, and I was very impressed with the way that this PRB team handled business tonight. That's really the long and short of it, and just contributions on both ends from so many players. Tough calls for our post-game honors, but we'll just go ahead and get started with our Enbridge I Bring the Energy Player of the Game, which is also going to double as our Pine River Family Market star of the game for tonight. Enbridge thanks you for supporting the Line 3 replacement project. Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day, and it was done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. Thank you. And also, go ahead and thank Pine River Family Market for our Star of the Game award. Pine River Family Market is where you can find it all and still enjoy the local hometown atmosphere. Every Wednesday, gallons of milk are just $2 for $6. Visit them online for curbside pickup or delivery, PineRiverFamilyMarketDelivers.com. Our Enbridge I Bring the Energy Player of the Game and Pine River Family Market Star of the Game tonight is going to be Irvin Tulenchik for PRB, and I thought that Irvin had one of his best games that I've seen him play this season. I wasn't on hand for the Walker Hackensack Akeley game that was last Thursday, in which he scored 15 points, which is an abnormally high scoring output for him because he's more of a facilitator kind of guy as a point guard for this PRB team. Does a lot of passing, but tonight he played really, really well defensively. Again, as did everybody for PRB tonight. They really had a fantastic defensive performance, but I thought that Irvin played really, really well, and I wanted to commemorate that with those awards. So congratulations to Irvin Tulenchik. And we'll wrap up with our big deal player of the game. I already thanked some of these sponsors earlier. I'll thank the rest of them now. Want to thank the Cuyuna Regional Medical Center, Crow Wing Kayaks in Cross Lake, the Mille Lacs Energy Cooperative, Advantage Seamless Gutters in Baxter, and Newman Construction of Brainerd. Our big deal player of the game is going to go to Brady Bristow, who not only led the PRB Tigers with 21 points tonight, but he was also great defensively. And I don't keep track of individual steals or anything like that, but if I did, this PRB team, they generated so many turnovers tonight, and a lot of them were off the hands of Brady Bristow. Coach Ackerman said it well when he said that he really saw Brady out there anticipating a lot of passes. He really played a fantastic game, and I am excited to see what he does over the last handful of games here in his senior year. One of the best pure shooters out there for PRB. A great performance for him tonight. He is our big deal player of the game. And I guess we'll wrap up, folks, by taking a look at our broadcast schedule for this weekend. As tomorrow, we're going to be having Section 7AA Individual Tournament Wrestling action continuing on YourLiveEvent.com. We started that today here on Your Live Event. You can also catch the Saturday Sports Wrap tomorrow morning on Skeeter 101.5 starting at 10 a.m., also on rjbroadcasting.com. In boys basketball, Aiken is hosting Duluth Marshall on yourliveevent.com starting at 1:55. Boys hockey has Section 6A playoff action featuring some players from Pine River-Backus, of course not the basketball team, but some players from this school for the Northern Lakes Lightning. They are taking on Fergus Falls in the section semis. That's going to be broadcast on Skeeter 101.5 starting at 6:30. We have NCAA men's basketball coverage from Westwood 1 tomorrow, featuring Kansas at Baylor on 3WI AM 1270, FM 96.3 starting at 6:45. And in NHL hockey tomorrow, the Minnesota Wild are in Calgary taking on the Flames. That can be heard on KKIN AM 930, FM 103.1. And then on Sunday, we have Golden Gopher men's basketball in action taking on Indiana in a Big Ten matchup. Pre-game coverage for that starts at 4:30 on Cash 95. That's again on Sunday. And then, of course, next week, a lot of playoff action. a lot of regular season action for boys basketball. You can check our full upcoming sports broadcast schedule for high school sports on our website at rjbroadcasting.com. But in the meantime, folks, that'll do it for us here tonight. Once again, final score, the PRB Tigers getting the win 66-55. They will try to get within one game of 500 in Ogilvie on Monday. For Red Lake, they're now down to 8-14 on the season. Their next game is at Black Duck tomorrow, so they actually have a 4-game week. Hope the best for them in their drive back home safely. They're able to get a good night's rest and take on Black Duck tomorrow. But for all of us here at Homegrown Local Radio, in the meantime, my name is Sam Parsons. It was a pleasure being with you here tonight, folks, and bringing you more coverage of the PRB boys basketball team. I love being here at PRB. It's a great time, and I guess I hope everybody has a great weekend. So long, and until next time.